Shalom, shalom, right? For the Hebrew Israelites, and we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, or Qadash. Right? We come in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, the destruction of America, right? The enslavement of the other nations, and the future rulership of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the true biblical Israelites. You know? So, hey, we're in the time of destruction. You know, we're in the time of transition of power. You know? And, there's actually, I got a scripture. Let's see, because, hey, these people don't really understand the Bible. They don't understand what's coming. Right? This is Nahum 3:1. It says, woe to the bloody city, right? So, hey, we're going to get on Babylon, straight on top. Right? Babylon the Great is talking about America, right? It's talking about the United States. It says, woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. And what the Israelites were the prey, right? Because they raped, robbed, and murdered our whole people, our whole nation, you know? And they distracted us or pushed us away from our true heritage. But that's all according to biblical prophecy. So 2/3 of the nation of Israel won't make it, you know? It says the noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of wheels and the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. The horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft, which was the foundation of the strength of this nation, right? Which was the enslavement of the Israelite family group, you know, because they weren't bringing so-called Chinese or Japanese or any other nation. They weren't really bringing so-called Africans, right? Because the Africans sold the Israelites into slavery to the Chaldeans, which are the Edomites, you know. But they were only bringing our nation, right? Judah, Benjamin, Levi, right? The southern kingdom, and then the northern kingdom was already here, right? Because they came here before, right? But they enslaved them when they came over here, and really the northern kingdom got it before us, you know. It says, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. That's why you see in the news at all these times where the different newscasters will be bashing America, bashing the government of America, right? The hypocriticalness of the nation, you know. So, and it's plain, you know. It's plain, especially when Trump was in office, you know. But even now, they might not cover it because they want Biden in place. But it's the same spirit, you know. He's the same Edomite, you know. And he's gonna follow the agenda of the elites of this world, you know. Now, let me go actually to Revelation 17 and 1. It says, and there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. That great whore is talking about America, the United States of America, right? And it sitteth upon many waters because it got different bases in different lands, you know. It got submarines throughout the oceans, you know. It got the military is spread out through around the world, you know. That's why it says it sitteth upon many waters, right? It says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication, right? Because of the philosophies, you know, that this place America pushes, right? That the whole world takes, you know, because when they start pushing the agenda, like they pushed, what's it, feminism, you know, feminine agenda towards the men, you know, the whole world took that and ran with it, you know, because they see America as an example, because they see the wealth of this place America, you know. It says, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And that 7 heads is talking about NATO, and the 10 horns is talking about the EU. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stone and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication, right? It says, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth, right? Because you see that, and people see in the world today that America is the hub of wickedness, you know? It says, and I saw, and what, it's a mystery because what, it wasn't, it's not open, it wasn't open and revealed just to everybody, you know? It's open and revealed now, but it was revealed through the prophets. The Heavenly Father gave this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to the prophets to break down and to edify the people, you know? It says, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahawashi. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration, right? Because John the Revelator, he saw it as a beautiful woman, you know? And but it's gonna have the blood of the saints, you know? And the saints are really the Israelites, right? But at the in the time of Jacob's trouble, some of us are gonna be martyrs for the name of Yahawashi, you know? So it's gonna have that blood, and that blood is gonna be recompensed by the destruction of this land, right? It says, and the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath the 7 heads and 10 horns. It says, the beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition, and they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names are not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is, right? It says, and here is the mind which have wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains, which is talking about 7 kingdoms, right? On which the woman sitteth, right? So that's how we know that the 7 heads and 10 horns is talking about the EU and the NATO, right? Right, because if you really look at, and it's just a revival of the Roman Empire, you know? It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which shall receive no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast, right? Because they're in the EU, and what it's all backed by the military. You know, the NATO is the power with the EU. You know, and America is is in NATO. You know, so it gives the EU power. You know, it gives those nations power, right? It says verse 12, and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, right? Which is talking about Yahawashi and the angels. For he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful, right? And what we're being proven now by being fools for Yahawah's sake, by going out here and pushing this word, praising Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, the names of Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, right? Without wavering, you know. It says, and that's why, and the Lord is always trying to show that separation, especially if you look at one of us, what they're doing in the churches, you know, these plantation Christianity churches, and what they're pushing and what we're pushing, you know, because we're pushing the truth according to the Bible. It's bringing fruit, you know, it's being revealed as the truth, you know, as day goes on. That's why a lot of people understand what the mark of the beast is, you know. That's why a lot of people know who the Israelites are. They know that the Christian churches are full of it, you know. That they don't have any true understanding, no deep understanding, you know. That they're using the right book, but they're using it in the wrong manner, you know, because like Apostle Zahar and the rest of the apostles say, you don't need it. It doesn't say in the Bible that you need to go to a school to learn this Bible or be able to teach this Bible, you know. You don't go to a theological seminary, you know, to get the mysteries. You can't get the mysteries like that. You know, you can't buy this truth. You know, you have to be called and chosen by Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, you know. And then if you really want to get deep, you have to be faithful in this truth, you know, because at any moment the Lord can take this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding away from us, you know, and that's what we fear. That's why we have to be more diligent, you know, and that's why it's always on our mind, you know, because we have to take care of our the business of the Lord, you know. That's why we have to separate ourselves from the ways of the world, you know. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:21. It says, prove all things, hold fast that which is good, right? And let's see. Actually, let me go up in this one. 1 Thessalonians 5:1. It says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night, you know. So what, we're not going to be surprised by the thief in the night because we're watching, you know, and we have to continue to watch, you know. But the rest of these people in the world, they're going to be caught off guard, you know. They're not going to understand what's really happening, right? And y'all know that y'all Israelites, right? Hey, some people don't want to accept wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you know. They're gonna die on this side, you know, because they can't get right, you know. And that's gonna be okay because what? It's prophecy, you know. It says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You know, hey, like suddenly there's a ship that's stuck in the Suez Canal, right up in Egypt, right, and it's been stuck since Tuesday. You know, and they say that a gust of wind or wind was the reason why it got blown off course, right? And that's just the power of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. You know, so all trade through the Suez Canal, which it said $10 billion trade passes through that canal has been stopped. You know, is at a standstill, right? And all these ships are backed up. You know, it's going to be backed up for weeks on end. You know, so hey, that's the power of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, right? And we laugh at that. We laugh at the calamity of these heathens. You know, and that really shows what time we're in. You know, because he's plaguing the world. Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi is not just gonna plague and destroy America. Right through the four corners of the earth, there's gonna be destruction. You know, he's not gonna destroy the planet, right? But these other heathen nations, they're gonna get plagued. That's why with the coronavirus, it was a world event. You know, and same thing with this ship getting stuck in the Suez Canal. That's a world event because it's gonna affect goods coming to America. It's gonna affect trade on a global. It's already affecting trade on a global scale. You know, and it's funny because that same ship or the company is called Evergreen, right? Which I went into that word, basically meaning consistent throughout the year, right? And now it's stuck. Now it's at a standstill. You know. Hey, do you understand the Bible? Right, and now, that's why we're not here for cheerleaders and such like that. You know, we're here to explain the truth according to the Bible. You know.